Perfect. All right, 3 people showed up. Time to get the address and the seriousness off here. All right. Good morning, everybody. With the issue and certain things with COVID coming off hand, I like to make this to address anything that's going on. Haven't been streaming too much lately, and it's due to certain circumstances and just dealing with a lot of things with like fighting chances and everything else like that. Um, my father is like well off sick, um, and I'm doing the best I can to be strong, to see how everything flows and how everything goes. But the issue at hand, because this video says it's serious, it's a lot of things, and I'm about to address the elephant in the room. Um, I'm gonna be starting to remove myself in social media, certain groups. And when I say I'm removing myself from certain groups, it's nothing against anybody personally. It's nothing against anybody physically. But I'm a person that when I see something, I speak on it. But it gets to a point to where sometimes my mouth just goes to a certain issue, and I just need to just go ahead and just address it and push myself out. For one, it saves me my sanity. Two, I'm 38 years old, and I shouldn't have no time to be sitting up there feeling like I have to have a point and a say to just sit up there and feel like not only not even necessarily of an attack, but with the way things is going on, and then you're seeing certain things. Yeah, it's kind of an emotional thing, and it just doesn't need to be seen for my eyes per se, because like I said, what I'm dealing with right now, like we're knocking on death's door here, and I don't have the time to be sitting up there looking at certain things, and then I get to a point, I get myself riled up, and just with everything going on. So for my sake and my sanity, I will be removing myself from personal groups. Nothing against the people, but it's to save me from my sanity. Years ago, I put myself from a dark place. And when I mean I pulled myself from a dark place, I mean literally when things went down, when there wasn't much of a social media, I come knocking on doors. I do horrible, horrible, horrible things. And I don't want to regress to that. So I'll be removing myself. As far as streaming goes, um, I'm still up in the air as of streaming because it's been a real hard place right now, and I see my family, and just trying to have the strength at the same time. Going through this is tough, very tough. You know me, I'm uncut, I'm unscripted, anything else like that. But when you got a issue that you've been dealing with for a whole month and a half now, it's getting getting real antsy, and I just don't want to have a certain attitude or I come off a certain way, knowing what's going on in my life right now. As a work, work is keeping me locked down a bit between COVID precautions, making sure I'm safe out there on the road as well. So, like I said, between trying to stay safe and just trying to keep my sanity up, I'll be removing myself from certain things. Again, I say this for a reason because it's no issue to anybody. It's only for me because, like I said, I'm fighting something very hard that I knew would never happen. And right now, it's just we're looking to the issue at hand and going with the flow for this fighting chance. This is why this is serious. Am I gonna cry in front of you, in front of the camera? No. I gave my last cry the last time when I took a break. You know, much needed break, but did I get my results? Kinda. But in a way, you start seeing things a little bit more clear in front of your face. I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the camera too much. I'm just multitasking, doing a lot of stuff. That's what I usually do. Like I said, I didn't come home but late last night, and just had time to think and reflect. So like I said, I don't want to go on and have a point to where one day I sit up there and I look at something and I just go ballistic for no reason. Which is saying I'm not, but I just don't have the time. So that's why I said I will be removing myself from certain groups because it's just too much, especially when you got death's door knocking and you trying to stay strong for your family. I just need people to understand that. So like I said, there's a lot going on socially, and it's too much that can just easily just pull you in. And I'm not saying no, you gotta have a thick skin to this, you gotta have a thick skin to that, you gotta have an eggshell to this, you gotta have an eggshell to that. No, no, no. Everybody doesn't have that type. They can talk it, but they don't have it. Everybody doesn't have it. You can say it, but you don't have it. You got to work towards it. And from things that went on in my life, in my time, it took a mountain of getting to a certain point. Seriously. So, like I said, that will be the pressing issue for that. So, like I said, as much as streaming, as much as I want to do it, so much of the flow and how things is going on, I have to get into the notion and to the push of it. Not saying I'm gonna stop, but I have to give myself time, give my body and my mind time before I do it because last couple of streams, sure, but it takes a certain notion for me, and then just helping, try to help others out as much as possible, which I've been doing all my life, you know. So, but just entirely, the channel, it may still stay in the stasis that it's in, being that what's going on. So, if you know me, if you talk to me on a regular or anything like that, I'm okay. But the mind frame right now is just preparing itself for what it's about to go through. It's big, super big. And I just need people that do know me to understand it's nothing personal, nothing personal. And I look dead into the camera and say nothing personal. If you want to check up on me, you have the instances of social media or anything else like that. If you don't, I'm not going to feel bad about it. I mean, I wouldn't want to check up on me either, knowing that I'm going through the motion and everything else like that. But hey, to each their own. Everybody's going to be worried about their situations as well. And to any other ones that haven't seen me in a while, like I said, it's a pain. It's a pain.
Yo, what is going on?
What's going down? What's going down? Let's see, small woods. I guess you might be smalls. Like I said, I'm just gonna be removing myself for the time being from certain things. If you want to check on me personally, feel free. That's that's how it's gonna go. Because for me, going through this whole motion and just trying to stay strong for my family, and then I'm coming to social media, and then it's like, oh man, I got this whole tension and stuff like that. I'm taking myself out of the equation for right now because I don't have the time to sit up here and fluster up when I'm dealing with a life that's on the line. You don't know the state of emotion or anything that I'm going through, and I channel that energy and bring that back. See my tension to anger bar. It's like a held bottle. Half of that bottle is cracking because most of that energy is channeled through what I do between work, through what I do between helping others, and it's teetering. It's teetering. So I don't want that to collapse, break, or anything else like that. And the wrong type of energy gets pushed out.
You might need to seek help, yo.
It's not much of seeking help because I've sought help half of my life. I've been the person that has helped half of my life. But this type of situation, if you're gonna help, do it from the heart. If not, either wish me well or
Keith.
but So far as that, and
Health.
there you go. Oh yeah, hell. But so far as that, so far as my streaming time, I kind of like miss a couple of times because it's like um, I only do it on like Tuesdays. Like that's like my main day. I try to do Mondays, but it varies for me for Monday, and it's like low retention, but I just do it anyway just to be doing it. Um, and then now I don't know how our season at work is getting ready to pick up between this peak. I don't know what type of day they're gonna like have me pushing, but I mean generally it's always a Tuesday that you're gonna see me on because that's like any given.
Brother Tracer.
What's going down, Mr.
Yeah,
J?
man, you seem to be having a mental collapse. You ever think about therapy?
No, not so much as a mental collapse because if I was having a mental collapse, I would have already broken right now. You feel me?
What's wrong, bro?
Nothing, Jay. Just getting a lot off my mind because, like I said, I've been dealing with what I've been dealing with for a month between my father and just trying to go with the flow of things and seeing how this is gonna go, giving him a fighting chance. And then it's so much of just I'm multitasking a lot of times and like everything gets crossed up a bit. All right, I see your little message. Put some tape on that shit and get help, huh? First off, understand how you feel and how your attitude is and everything else like that. But certain other people,
You seem down a lot, bro, or are you tired?
nope,
Everyone goes through things, it's life happens.
truth. I like that. Like how you put that. We do go through things. It happens. But you got to expect to be prepared for certain circumstances. And have I been down? I ain't gonna lie. Maybe a couple of times, but it's just the nature of, you know, pushing yourself for certain sceneries and stuff like that, and just getting yourself out of a certain loop. Because other than that, if I was down, I would have been bedridden by now. In my eyes, I would have been bedridden. I wouldn't want to eat. I wouldn't want to move. I wouldn't want to do half of the stuff I wanted to do if I was like super down. But people have different attitudes towards things, and I'm saying this because I'm saying this. Like certain people will tell you, or certain people will be like, "Oh man, just toughen up." Da, 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 da. You don't
What does
understand.
that mean? What scene is this?
I'm talking about getting yourself out or getting yourself away from just a certain scene. Because, like I said, between back and forth between home or just getting yourself just riding in the mix for a bit, get yourself out of the house and stuff like that. But back to what I was saying before I was cut off. certain attitudes, like I said, people can just, yeah, just chuck it up, this and that. Some people can have certain type of constructive criticisms, which is true. But for certain other people, you can have a constructive criticism, but you got to be understanding of certain people's minds too. Certain other people, it's not to say they can't really handle constructive criticism, but you don't know what lies in the back. And I'm not saying it's like it's bad or anything else like that because, like I said, a million things track through any of our minds every day. So you never know what you may say. Words are a powerful thing. You never know what you may say. It may turn into a whole different well or something. It'd be like, oh yeah, well I do understand. Da, 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 da. Next thing you know, it's a different result. And that's one thing I don't want to see and don't want to go through.
Who has attitude?
Small wood, I'm gonna just leave it right there because between your answers and my answers, we're just gonna just battle a ballpark. It's not even a battle, but it's just it goes certain ways. And the way I talk, it's a whole different way than the way somebody else talk. So I'm just gonna cut it right there and go back to the issue at hand. My father is basically in the fighting chance. Right now, my attitude could teeter either way. And what I mean by teeter, um, it's just on a balance of I don't want to push a certain type of energy a certain way. I don't want to sit up there and I know if I know someone's watching or it goes to a certain point and I bust off because of something said or just anything. Because, like I said, anything can trigger. Because right now, I'm holding tight the strength of my family going through this. And if you can look in my eyes and see, I'm holding tight for the strength of my family. Because this is something in a lifetime that I thought never would have happened. Somebody's life hangs in the balance and decisions got to be made. I got to get my brother here soon. So it's just a well of things. And I'm doing the best I can. Then I will do the best I can. Why? One thing: hope, heart, faith. That's one thing I've never let go. And that's like the only thing that's keeping me right now. So the pressing issue is at hand. What will be done for the time being so far as streaming and everything else like that?
Always stay positive, bro. We believe in you.
And that's what I need to hear. Thank you, Jay. That's what I need to hear. All right, but so far as everything streamlining and stuff like that, the only thing I get tired of is notifications. It's like if you know it, you know it. please turn your notifications on. It's imperative if you do. If not, try to find it if it happens. Because, like I said, you never know when I'm going to stream or when it's going to pop up or anything else like that. Um, I'm still having technical issues on the Xbox side. It's not so much of a technical issue. It's just something simple, like you see here. I'm on my PS4. My face is in front of you. I'm so used to having it on the Xbox. I had it for a little bit, but I don't know.
I understand where you're at, bro. I went through things when
Right, right, um,
my mother got sick.
right, right. Condolences on your mother, you know. But I'm still working on things on the Xbox side of things. I don't know. I have to get that notion of flow because, like I said, here this PS4, hey, I'm live and living color. I'm here. I'm still working with it, so just bear with me on that one. Because, like I said, I usually use that one with Twitch, but it's just trying to get everything back together how I want to get it back to where I had a nice even flow. But life happens, things happen, and you can't expect it. You just got to try to keep going with the flow and see how everything is gonna go. In the meantime, so again, that's where we'll be at. Um, Even might be certain days like if I'm an extra, I may come home and stream. I may not. It all depends
I'm
on.
sorry, bro, but reach out instead of pushing others away. 'Cause I've been there with my father and I hope skipping the rest. Prayers for
What?
your mental health and strength.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Strength.
Why did it say skipping the rest? Hold on. I'm trying to read
Hey,
what you said.
sister angels. Why did the narrator do that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It just it super skipped. I was like, I'm trying to hear. Maybe I need to put it on fast because it was just like it just. I'm gonna skip the rest. I'm like, do I need to fire you? when it
Wow,
skipped
it
the whole
didn't read
when it
it
skipped the whole
right.
paragraph, I guess she got tired. I don't
Obey.
know. It, like it just it went like I'm still reading, but I'm like, what the hell? Excuse my French. Yeah, yeah. I'm still laughing. Okay, I read the whole thing now, but my God, don't you ever do that again. When somebody's explaining something, you read.
Laughing you fire narrator.
Yeah, you're right. You get your pay cut.
Okay.
You get your pay cut. I had to get a laugh out of that because it was just funny because I'm like, okay, I see the paragraph, and yes, I understand you definitely, but I was like, why would you cut the middle of the paragraph? See, look, I done threw myself off, and it was supposed to be serious. No, I'm joking. But you know me, I'm gonna have those moments. I'm always gonna have those moments. Cause I gotta break up the tension. I can't just be too. Hold up. Yeah, I wear glasses too, but it's the way my glasses is. them things look like
Like damn she cut me off, but please don't do that to people. You know everyone has wanted to help, but if you take a break, do the whole thing.
she she ain't cut you off that time. But no, I'm like I said, I'm just gonna remove myself in certain areas. I just need y'all to understand that. Cause like I said, with me, I done already dealt with life after life after life after life. I done dealt with life on different sides. I dealt with life on my side of my end, and now it's done teetered to where it's super close. And I just don't want this amount of my head to like explode off. And we ain't talking Super Saiyan explode. We talking about it explode and all like red blood and shit start flowing out my eyes like an anime and shit like that. I'm just gonna remove myself in certain areas. You know what I mean? Cut the neck off at a certain point. Just till I get myself back to a certain point.
Then take the time to be for your family exclusively. Forget us for a while, you know. Oh please don't remind me of that movie, bro.
Wait, what movie? Wait a minute. What movie? I just got into this. I feel you though, Christina. But wait, what movie? It was a movie that did that? Wait a minute. Wait. Cause I'm thinking I think I know what you're talking about. It was a movie that did that. No, but I was thinking about I went back to went back to Monster. Thinking it was the goddamn.
What's happening here?
What's going down, Bugs? Um, it was just at a certain point, just removing myself from certain areas for right now. Cause like I said, I'm dealing with life, my father's life right now.
Nobody know WTH is going on here. What's going on, Mugs?
Um, so like I said, I already put out the main point that I just cut myself in certain areas for right now, just for my state of being until I get myself back together to a certain point. It was a serious issue because, like I said, it's at the door and it's close. Like I said, my father's life is on the line, but I'm trying to have the strength for both my mother and my brother because they're dealing with it very differently, very differently. Okay, very differently. Yeah, I'll get it. Just very differently. So my state, I'm just trying to keep my energy a certain way because, like I said, I know in my heart of hearts is hope. And that's all I'm gonna say. Like I said, yesterday had to be big decisions made, serious decisions, and being put in that spectrum of making those decisions was kind of hard. So, but just having the strength that I do have, and then looking at my mother and my brother, it's a whole different story, a whole different category. So, you know, and why did I just do like 18 waves? Because I'm looking at down because I'm trying to read the chat at the same time that I'm looking at myself. It's like, I gotta have a little bit of laugh right there. You know what I mean? Because I'm corny as hell for one. Excuse my French. Um, so, but yeah, I think I touched on a tiny bit of it. Some of it may have went over people's heads a little bit, like a paper airplane. But I think I touched on like a little bit of a basis of what I wanted to do, and um, yeah. So far as like streaming, I'm just gonna try to go with the flow as much as I can. I may. It was one thing I wanted. I may get back into a video download, upload, but I'll have to talk to my cousin about that because it's like a special thing I wanted to do, but it's like I've been putting it off because it's like a whole year project, and from the things I did, it it takes time. The catalog I have, it takes time. But I had some impressive moments I wanted to like show off and explain. But I would need my cousin to help me with that one. So that's like another thing that's been under the radar. A couple things under the radar, but you know. So, any questions, or do I need to be even more funnier and put some stupid shit up on the screen? Use my just to say, oh, it was serious, but then I just wanted to get you to laugh as also, you know.
I have a comment.
I'm gonna say no, but I'm gonna just do it like that.
No worries, bro, just leave streaming be. Your father is more important than anything else.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. That's why I've only been streaming for certain days when I felt like it. But I just wanted to let
But
people
you
know.
handle it how you will. Be the strength for your family.
That's right. That's why, like I said, I only stream on certain days. But like I said, when it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, you know what I mean? Just know that I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm good to go. Because I have had, I kid you not, I had people that have been asking me, you know, am I all right? You haven't really been out there streaming lately and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, well, there's a lot going on, you know. So this is for them also. So like I said, if you see it, you see it. If you don't worry about it. But I'm okay. Like I said, I get it from a wide variety sometimes, and I'll be like, oh, you missed something. I was like, I didn't know you missed anything. You know, because me.
I agree too. Hello Tracer CP darling. Them loops.
Yeah, them loops. Oh, see, you got to bring up the loops again. Oh man, them loops. Yeah, but like I said, just look for it. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, I'm okay. I'm I'm swimming. You'll find me somewhere, but I'm swimming. So, what time we working with? 31. I'll give myself a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna sign off because I gotta move some things, get everything prepared and stuff like that. So, I may be back, I may not be back, but you already know from that. I may be back. It's okay. I'm swimming. That's what we're gonna call it. I'm swimming. I should. I'm gonna change the title around. Don't even put serious. I'm swimming. But yeah, yeah. It should be. I know, but you were in the hospital. Okay. um, but yeah, that's where it's at. That's where it's stated. So I'm about to go have me some breakfast. Um, y'all be well. Y'all be blessed. And for the thousandth and millionth time that I do this, you ready? You ready? You ready? Are you ready? You ready? I need everybody to get this stuff ready. You ready? Make sure you follow, but also make sure you touch your notification bells. Please touch them so you can get the notification and the flow that does come about to unravel the manuscript that is my bedroom. No, the Zen chamber. Y'all have a good one. One more time for the camera. Peace. And I will get well soon.